The secret behind the third eye activation. What if I told you that everything you see is merely a shadow of a deeper reality, one that exists just beyond the reach of your ordinary senses? That your physical eyes show you only a fraction of what is truly there? Throughout history, mystics, sages, and spiritual seekers have spoken of a hidden gateway within the human mind, a doorway to higher perception, to truth beyond illusion. They called it the third eye. But is it just a metaphor, a mystical symbol? Or is there something far more profound behind this ancient secret? Imagine waking up in a dream, realizing that everything around you is an illusion, and suddenly, you can control it. You see beyond the dream itself, beyond the false reality you once thought was absolute. This is what ancient traditions have hinted at for millennia. The awakening of the third eye is not about seeing with the physical eyes, but perceiving with the soul. But here's the catch. This hidden sight has been suppressed, clouded by distractions, misinformation, and even deliberate obfuscation. What was once common knowledge among the initiates of ancient civilizations has been buried beneath layers of skepticism and ignorance. So in this video, we are going to strip away the veil of mystery and uncover the truth behind third eye activation. We will explore the origins of this esoteric knowledge, the hidden powers it unlocks, and, most importantly, how you can experience it for yourself. But be warned, once you begin this journey, there is no turning back. The way you see the world will never be the same again. Are you ready to open your mind to the unseen? Now let's begin. Historical and philosophical context. Since the dawn of civilization, the concept of an inner sight, one that transcends physical vision, has appeared in countless spiritual traditions across the world. From the temples of ancient Egypt to the Himalayan caves of the yogis, from the esoteric teachings of the Gnostics to the sacred knowledge of indigenous shamans, the third eye has always been regarded as the key to higher consciousness. In the Hindu tradition, it is known as the Ajna chakra, the sixth energy center, positioned between the eyebrows. It is said to govern intuition, wisdom, and spiritual insight. The yogis teach that when this chakra is fully activated, one can pierce through the illusions of the material world and see the underlying fabric of existence itself. This is why the enlightened are often depicted with a glowing mark on their foreheads, a symbol of their awakened sight. The ancient Egyptians had their own depiction of this hidden power, the Eye of Horus. If you study its shape closely, you will notice that it bears a striking resemblance to the structure of the human pineal gland, the small, mysterious organ deep within the brain that modern science now acknowledges as a regulator of circadian rhythms and, more intriguingly, a producer of the compound DMT, which some believe is responsible for mystical visions. Even in the Western mystical traditions, the concept of the third eye is not absent. The philosopher René Descartes, famous for his phrase, "I think, therefore I am," referred to the pineal gland as the seat of the soul. Meanwhile, esoteric schools such as the Rosicrucians and Freemasons have long held that true enlightenment comes not from external knowledge, but from inner illumination, an awakening of the mind's hidden faculties. And then there are the shamans, those who have walked between worlds for thousands of years. They speak of the seeing, a state where one perceives the invisible forces that shape reality. Through sacred rituals, plant medicines, and deep meditation, they enter altered states of consciousness, accessing knowledge far beyond what the ordinary senses allow. But here's where things get even more intriguing. If this knowledge has existed for so long, if so many cultures have hinted at the same hidden ability, why does the modern world remain largely blind to it? Could it be that we have been intentionally disconnected from this power? Before we unlock the secrets of third eye activation, take a moment to support this channel by liking this video and subscribing. Your support helps bring more ancient wisdom to light. Now, let's journey deeper and uncover the core truth behind the third eye's awakening. To understand third eye activation, we must first dismantle a fundamental illusion, the belief that reality is only what we can see, touch, and measure. But if this were true, how do we explain intuition, déjà vu, or those moments of knowing something before it happens? The third eye is not about seeing in the traditional sense. It is about perceiving beyond the limits of physical reality. Let's start with the biological aspect. Deep within the brain, at the very center of your mind, sits a small, pea-sized organ known as the pineal gland. In many ancient traditions, this gland is considered the physical counterpart of the third eye. It is light-sensitive, contains structures similar to the human retina, and, most intriguingly, produces dimethyltryptamine, DMT, often called the spirit molecule. This compound is believed to play a key role in near-death experiences, deep meditation, and even mystical visions. But here's where things take an even stranger turn. The pineal gland, despite its importance, has been under attack. Over time, through poor diet, environmental toxins, and constant overstimulation from modern technology, this sacred organ has become calcified and dormant in most people. Fluoride in tap water, artificial food additives, and chronic stress are all factors that contribute to its suppression. Could it be that the reason most people do not access higher consciousness is not because they lack the ability, but because something is keeping them blind? This is why activating the third eye is not merely about gaining spiritual powers. It is about reclaiming a forgotten birthright. It is about peeling away the layers of conditioning that have numbed our perception and returning to a state of heightened awareness. So, what happens when the third eye begins to awaken? The first signs are often subtle: an increased sense of intuition, vivid dreams, or an unexplained feeling that you know something before it happens. Over time, as this inner sight develops, you may begin to perceive energy fields, sense the thoughts or emotions of others, and even have spontaneous flashes of insight that seem to come from nowhere. But true activation requires more than just awareness. It demands discipline, purification, and, most importantly, a willingness to see beyond the illusion. Now that we have laid the foundation, let us go even deeper. In the next section, we will uncover the hidden forces that influence third eye activation and the advanced techniques that can unlock its full potential. The process of third eye activation is not simply about acquiring new abilities. It is about transformation. The world, as you know, it is shaped by perception, and when the third eye is fully awakened, that perception shifts dramatically. The question is, are you ready to see beyond the veil? Many ancient traditions describe the journey of awakening as a battle between illusion and truth. The third eye is the gateway to higher consciousness, but it is also fiercely guarded by the mind itself. This is because the ego, the part of you that clings to identity, routine, and comfort, resists change. It thrives in the predictable, the material, the logical. But the third eye operates in the unknown, the intuitive, the formless. This is why many who begin this journey experience resistance, doubt, fear, even unsettling visions in meditation. The ego fights to maintain control, whispering that all of this is fantasy, that you should stay within the safety of the familiar. But if you push forward, something remarkable begins to happen. The third eye is not just a doorway to mystical visions, it is a shift in perception itself. Those who experience full activation often report seeing the world in a completely new way. Colors become more vivid, time feels fluid, and an unshakable sense of connection to all things emerges. You no longer see the world as separate from you. You are the world, observing itself. But there are deeper layers to this. When fully activated, the third eye allows one to access hidden knowledge. This is why ancient mystery schools kept their teachings secret, because such power, in the wrong hands, could be used for manipulation rather than enlightenment. With a fully open third eye, one can perceive the energy fields around people, places, and objects, experience profound synchronicities that guide their path, Tap into inner wisdom, receiving insights without logical reasoning. Connect with higher states of consciousness, including deep meditation and astral experiences. But there is a paradox. The more you chase third eye activation as a goal, the harder it becomes to attain. This is because the awakening process is not about force, it is about alignment. It is about tuning your mind, body, and spirit to a frequency where perception naturally expands. Now that we have explored what third eye activation truly means, the next step is crucial. How do you actually awaken it? In the next section, we will uncover the practical methods, ancient techniques passed down through generations, that allow you to step beyond the illusion and see reality as it truly is. Practical application. Activating the third eye is not about performing a single ritual or following a rigid technique. It is a process of purification, discipline, and expanded awareness. The ancients knew that perception is shaped by the mind, body, and spirit working in harmony. If one of these elements is neglected, the third eye remains dormant. Here are the essential methods to awaken your inner sight. 1. Decalcifying the pineal gland. Your pineal gland is biologically linked to the third eye, yet modern life has dulled its function. To reclaim its power, you must first cleanse it. Avoid fluoride. This chemical, found in tap water and toothpaste, contributes to pineal gland calcification. Use fluoride-free products and drink purified water. Eat high-vibrational foods, dark leafy greens, raw cacao, turmeric, and apple cider vinegar help detoxify the gland. Avoid processed foods that lower your frequency. Sunlight exposure. The pineal gland is light-sensitive. Spending time in natural sunlight, especially during sunrise or sunset, helps activate it. 2. Meditation and visualization. Meditation is the bridge between the conscious and subconscious mind. To stimulate the third eye, try this ancient technique. Find a quiet space and sit comfortably. Close your eyes and focus on the area between your eyebrows. Breathe deeply, and with each exhale, imagine a deep indigo light pulsating in that spot. With practice, you may start to feel warmth, tingling, or even see visions behind closed eyes. Mantras can amplify this effect. The seed sound AUM or OM resonates at a frequency that stimulates the third eye. Chant it slowly, feeling the vibration in your forehead. 3. Tritaka, the yogic gazing method. This technique, used by ancient seers, sharpens inner vision. Light a candle in a dark room and place it at eye level. Stare at the flame without blinking for as long as possible. When your eyes water, close them and visualize the flame at your third eye. Over time, this strengthens mental focus and awakens hidden sight. 4. Breath work for awakening. Certain breathing techniques, such as Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, help balance the mind and open the third eye. Close your right nostril and inhale deeply through the left. Hold for a few seconds, then switch nostrils and exhale through the right. Repeat, alternating nostrils, for 5 to 10 minutes. This practice harmonizes the left and right hemispheres of the brain, creating the ideal state for inner vision to emerge. 5. Lucid dreaming and astral projection. The third eye is most active when the body is at rest. Training yourself to remain aware while dreaming, also known as lucid dreaming, strengthens your ability to access higher realms. Keep a dream journal to improve dream recall. Before sleeping, set the intention to recognize when you are dreaming. Perform reality checks throughout the day, e.g., looking at your hands and questioning if you're awake. Once the third eye is fully engaged, you may experience astral projection, leaving the physical body while maintaining full awareness. This is not mere fantasy. Many traditions describe it as a real phenomenon, allowing access to knowledge beyond the physical world. The path of mastery. Remember, Awakening the third eye is not about seeking visions or mystical experiences. It is about deepening awareness. The more you align with truth, the more perception expands naturally. Some people experience activation quickly. For others, it takes years of practice. The key is patience and consistency. In the final section, we will summarize the path to third eye activation and leave you with one last powerful truth. The journey to activating the third eye is not about gaining supernatural powers. It is about seeing reality as it truly is. It is about lifting the veil of illusion, breaking free from the limitations of conditioned perception, and stepping into a state of expanded awareness. Many who embark on this path seek immediate results, expecting visions, psychic abilities, or mystical experiences overnight. But true activation requires patience, discipline, and a willingness to let go of falsehoods. It is not simply about opening the third eye, it is about preparing yourself to handle the truth it reveals. When the third eye is fully awakened, life itself transforms. You begin to notice the hidden patterns that shape existence, the synchronicities that guide your path, and the deep connection between your inner world and the universe itself. You no longer perceive life as random. You understand that everything has meaning, everything is energy, and everything is interconnected. But remember, the most powerful activation does not come from forcing an experience, but from aligning your mind, body, and spirit in harmony. Through purification, meditation, breathwork, and disciplined practice, you will gradually unlock the door to higher perception. If you found this knowledge valuable, be sure to like and subscribe. Share this wisdom with those seeking deeper truth, and continue exploring the mysteries of consciousness with us. The third eye is not something to be achieved. It is already within you, waiting to be remembered. The question is, are you ready to see?